Hello everyone. Yes, it is a fancy blink. Perhaps it was missed last time because it took the bot like 6 frickin' minutes to let everybody know. This is the thing I was talking about. I don't want to make it blink, but it blinks because it turns people's neurons on and makes them stay. Hey folks, Maverick Darkard here. Still loaded for Bear for Metro. Hold on a second. I have had a time. Hi. My voice... I'm a little tired. My voice is a little hoarse today. After being out all day. I hardly talked to anybody, but I'm tired, and my voice gets a little raspy when I'm tired, and I can kind of sound a little sick. But I'm fine. Or perhaps Neth is just my Neth is my sickness warning animal. He knows before everyone else does because he just notices something about me before anyone else can detect it. Anyway, goodness. Yeah, I have. I can smell you. Oh gosh, while we're talking, I'm going to set up a thing here. I can find it first, so I can talk while I'm setting it up. Does it not have it? Ah, here we go. How do I do this? Okay. I think this will work. I just have to... Where'd it go? What? Hold up. What's happening? Where did it go? Oh. Yes, and now I set it up, I think. What am I... I'm dumb. What am I looking at? Hang on. My desktop. Special streamer moment. Also, Windows is behaving funny. I don't know if there was an update or something. But yeah, it's behaving very... What? It's not... This is greatly impairing... I can't unminimize things. Oh. Now you're gonna behave. I am having an operating system... No, I'm literally... That is not it, and that's not even funny. This is so angering right now. I am literally... It is not doing something it's done from the beginning. Suddenly out of the blue. It's not. And... Oh, yeah. Oh, no. What is happening? Has a Windows update broken how this works? Oh, no. I'm gonna have a hell of a time tonight, then. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, I have to do this the hard way. Okay. Okay. Who the hell is calling me at this time? Hold up. Stand by. Hello. I am back. Sorry, that was the pizza. Pizza showed up. And I'm gonna have to set this up on the other screen. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Okay. Huh. So, now I get to eat. I thought it would show up like in under 15 minutes. Fast today. Excellent. Alrighty. Well, I got a lovely little simple enough tale for today. So, it starts with me being awoken by the dogs too early, as always. 7:30 in the morning, like, oh my god, help me. Crawl out of bed at 8 when they finally just won't shut up. And I'm like, fine, I'll take a shower at like the butt crack of like the morning. Sure. So I go to that, and then I get stuck talking to people and everything, and I don't leave until like 10. Help. Help. And then I, get out the door, and I get a classic breakfast, which is a Rockstar Punched and like a big protein cookie. And off on the road I go. I have hours of driving ahead of me, which was mostly uneventful until I avoided 3 collisions on just the way there. Then it got a little exciting momentarily 3 entire times. Got to the place, wandered around a little bit. It's in a mall. And whenever I go there, I'm kind of wondering. It's always like, I never think about it until I get there. But like, will it disappear? Will this just be the time? I always think about it after, because I always like assume it's gonna be there, because this place always does super well. I get there, I sit down, and I have some curry. Now I can go here, and now I have to do this, and ooh, now you guys get to see this. That's exciting. Hello, Nevi. How you doing? Oh, the orientation of the picture changes how it's sized on the overlay. That's horrifying. Anyway, so there's a bunch of stores and stuff, right? There's like a little, where I went, there's like a little Japantown, right? And so one of the things I spotted while going through this little figure store is a little Russian android figure. If you know, you know. This is a store, by the way, that also had a Rem life-size figure, which was gone now. By the way, funny thing about anime characters. You put them in real life, you stand up and everything, and it's like, wow, you are made of toothpicks, I would break you. Just like, I would shake your hand or give you a hug, and you would die. They're so, especially the girls, they tend to be so petite and thin, we can actually see them in front of you. Like, damn, wow, you are not human. You are not human, oh my god. So that was just a little curiosity when I found, that. Next was, I got to the little shop, and I ended up, I was gonna say at the little curry place. Sorry, I'm having to set this up, and it's being a little awkward. Also, Nevi up at total degen hours. Now I have to find out what the freaking hotkey is for slideshows. What? Don't worry about it, only 3 a.m. Nevi's on degen hours to be here for me. Well, I appreciate it. Oh, I have to magically set this. Okay. Oh, is it my mouse? Is my mouse losing its mind? Is that what's happening? Is that why I'm having these Windows control problems? This guy's not in Neviland. He's an hour behind. I am physically incapable of binding. Something is happening. Something has broken. I don't know if it's a Windows update or what. Oh, God. Don't make me stop. Don't make me stop and fix everything. Oh, God, no. Okay. I have to do this the really dumb hard way. I have to do this a really weird way. Anyway, so it was time for curry. At some point, it was time for curry. Curry. So, yeah, this place comes with the big curry spoon and everything. And comes with the curry separate. I got the chicken curry. Spicy. What's the shop called? Do I say? And then someone tries to do the math to figure out where I live. I was thinking about that, actually, when I was driving down. I was like, how difficult would it be? Let's say it takes me hours to get there. It's in California, and the exact place I went, right? And I thought about it. And it's basically all of California. I could live... Yeah, he just shows up, like, in, like, 2 days. Takes about 2 days if you drive nonstop to get to Florida, to go from Florida to California. And everything, I just get the... Who the hell is that? I open the door. He just jabs a finger right between my eyes and says, "Play me on Granblue, you piece of shit." And I'm like, "Oh, you're here. Oh, God." So, fine. I'll take a step into the danger pond slightly. So I went to San Francisco. Again, this took me hours to get there. And I went to this little place in the Japantown Mall called On the Bridge. And I've only ever had their curry. I only ever buy their curry. I have not tried any of their other dishes. I go like once a year, every year on my birthday. Right? So now that I've said that, there's going to be some dipshit next year who's going to be sitting there going to everybody in freaking On the Bridge going, "Are you Maverick Art Guard? Are you Maverick Art Guard? Are you Maverick Art Guard? I hope you're Maverick Art Guard. I've asked like 3 other people. I really like him a lot." And I'm going to be sitting there like, you know, somewhere in that restaurant going, "Give up soon. Give up soon." Oh my God. Anyway. Yeah, it's like an annual thing that I do. To just get out and about and have like my own day, get away from everything, right? So, for the beef curry, they have the chicken curry. And since it's like a once a year thing, I just get the curry. I tried it once, like, this is pretty great. So, it's a cool little place. There's like manga all over the walls. And they play anime on like 2 screens. It was Princess Mononoke and the Ghibli film with the pig with the mustache and like the freaking propeller playing. Don't know what that one's called. Never seen it. Pizza. Excuse me. So, as is customary with curry, I did the thing and poured it over half the rice. By the way, this chicken is made so well, you can take the fork and just lightly press, and you can cut it with your fork. It's done so well. The guy who owns the place is not in on Thursdays. It's like the one day he's not in. He's there every other day of the week. And he's not there, like, all day anymore, because he's getting old. I've seen him before. He's getting old. And this is, like, so good. I started with all of the white rice, and then I got into the rice with the curry on it, and it's spicy. I was sweating the tiniest little bit, but it was like, spicy curry. Spicy curry. Oh, there we go. It's all set with my drink. It's one of those little places that when you get a drink, they give you a can and, like, a cup and, like, ice. It's really, really good curry. So, you know when you bite into, like, real licorice, it's got, like, that kind of, that minty kind of fresh kind of thing going on in the back of the flavor. This is what this curry has. It's really nice. It's really nice for that. It's just, I've never had any other Japanese curry but this place's curry. I've looked around town, so I can have something at least to compare it to. And there's the places that have, like, curry, quote marks. It's like a Japanese place that has curry. They make Indian-style curry, and it's like, you're a Japanese place, what are you doing? It's so bizarre. It's so completely bizarre. I don't know why. No idea. None. Just like, kind of wasting my time there. What are you doing? And then, of course, the obligatory clean plate. The only thing I didn't do was, like, lick it clean. I got, like, every grain of rice. I made sure to get this one. I'm like, I'm going to show a clean plate. It's very good. I was really packing it back. Normally, I get a little stuffed towards the end of the rice, but it was finishing the drink this time because I was up so early, I was extra hungry, so I got the curry down with these. And I walked around afterwards, and there's like a ton of shops in there that are all like anime themed or whatever. There's this one space that keeps rotating shops every year I go there, and this time it was like a little gotcha pawn machine / little crane game arcade, like a little one with like little crane games, right? Like little tiny ones, not big ones. They had like little prizes. I thought, hey, look, they're having fun. And I turned and kept going. All right, then. There's one shop I keep poking my head into every year. Like, they had the Shauna bag that was there for years. I didn't buy it. And I thought, if I come again next year and it's there, I'll buy it. It's gone. It's like $25. They'd marked it down and down and down and down because it was old, right? I'm like, Shauna merch, gone. Like, you'll never find Shauna merch. The anime's just too frickin' old. That's like frickin' 2001 stuff. 2002? 3. 4? When did Shikugen no Shauna come out? When did the anime come out? Oh, 05. Gotcha. What a little franchise that was. They actually adapted the entire manga series. I actually have it on Blu-ray because I got the first season on DVD and I trailed off it. I lost track of it. But I picked up the Blu-rays for like dirt cheap because, you know, they're old. There's old stock. I need to crack them open and watch them. But Shauna was one of the animes I bought in the beginning of my I have nothing but disposable income phase of my life. So I was just buying stuff at Best Buy that looked cool, and I knew what I liked, right? Or stuff that caught my interest, right? But my taste in anime hadn't developed yet, right? I wasn't there yet. Like when the Gundam Wing DVD collections came out, I was like, yoink, because I had those on like VHS tape. Recorded. Excuse me. And I'm pre-coughing. I'm making space for all the plastic Gunpla dust. That's what I'm doing. And I would just run around, right? And I would pick stuff up. And I would get, like, the box sets. You know, it has, like, the first disc in, like, a box for stuff. I have an original DVD box set of the original dub of Evangelion. The Neon Genesis Evangelion. The ADV dub that is super good. Crazy good. And I have Death and Rebirth, which is, like, a recap of the series with extra scenes in it. And the first 30 minutes of End of Eva, then I have End of Eva. All on DVD. I remember watching End of Eva, and it was like almost 3. It was 2.5 hours. It felt like 3, over 3. There's a lot that happens. And in the end, you're like, well, that's a better ending. My God. Reminds me of Eva 4.0. I watched that not too long ago, actually. That one's almost 3 hours. That was a good movie, but I was a little... It was less confusing than End of Eva, but still a lot happened. Anyway. I think they made a Shauna Figma years ago. God, Shauna was one of my... Now I'm reminiscing about anime. Does everyone absorb the curry? Because that's it. It's done. Bye. Bye. And back to this. So... Why did the chat get deleted? That's interesting. That's probably a setting somewhere I need to tweak. I'm surprised, by the way, that you've heard of Shikuga no Shana. But, if you know about the Holy Trinity of Tsunderes, you've at least heard of her. Wait, it was on TV? Really? Like in Europe, it was on TV? Really? That's fascinating. Thailand. Okay. Gotcha. What, just had Thai subtitles, I'm guessing, with Japanese language? Or was there a Thai dub? Did Thailand get a Thai dub? English or Thai? Interesting. Okay. There is an English dub. The English dub of the first season, at least, was really good, actually. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Floor pepperoni. Oh, gotcha. A little too... Subs can go by pretty quick sometimes. There's something in my old DVD collection that there's a sub that goes by. Because in Japanese, it's like 3 seconds, right? Total time. The lip flaps move, and then 3 seconds go by, right? When someone else talks, the subtitles have to change. But it's like 5 to 6 seconds in English, what they say, right? Because it's like a Japanese, like... One of those weird things that crops up, right? Where it's like, you say this simple thing in Japanese, but it means a lot in English. It's like, okay. I never finished Shauna. But I have everything. I got the whole collection. I got the Blu-rays for all 3 seasons. I got the Blu-rays for all of the OVAs. And I got Blu-rays for the movies. I need to figure out what order to watch them in. Speaking of watch order, the Monogatari series will be a topic at some point. And it's, yeah, where are they? They're right there. Shauna has a very interesting place in my heart and memories. She left an impression upon me. Damn, no 4'4" short stack in the rotation. Crap skis. I'm guessing the Fox girl lady, Neil or whatever her name is or Near or whatever, is gone from the rotation. That's my assumption. Big buff fish. Okay. She came in. Okay. That's good. Oh, Buffy. You missed the curry, dude. You missed the curry. I will post it on the Discord later. Don't worry about it. Cagliostro. God, that's a name you never hear. Yes, the little girl that her standing stance is arms close, kind of scared. When it removes it, she just grabs her face and goes, ah! And you get hurt. Because she has tarot psychic power things. Oh, you working on that, dude? How's that going? You showed in the Discord, I saw the build had started. You dead yet? There you go. Oh, there was a model kit shop while I was there. That reminds me. I was looking for an RG wing. I was gonna, like, if I found it and it wasn't too expensive, I was gonna splurge. It was San Francisco. It was gonna be overpriced. I found an RG Epion for $80.99. And I was like, nope! Fuck that! Hell no! I could almost get an MGEX for that shit. The fuck you talking about? Hell no. Absolutely not. No. That's ridiculous. Who would do that? These old shops would. Because they get a lot of foot traffic and a lot of sales, so. The shop has been there for many years. Oh, someone there found a... What was the kit? It was a master grade. The kid said, this kid said, oh, hang on a second, dude. Let me reach past you. And he grabbed a master grade. What was it? Fucking A. It wasn't the Stray Red frame. It was... Wasn't Unicorn. I forget what it was. And, GE extract frames tickle on the brain. Oh, so get this. It didn't have a tag, so he asked. Guess how much they said this master grade was? I don't remember. I just saw the side. I didn't see the full front. Oh, you know what it was? It was the MG Hyakushiki. I remember now. It was the Hyakushiki. I did see the front. So, now that you know, yeah, you say too much money. Just guess. Guess if a frickin' RG Epion is $81. Take a guess how much they won for this Master Grade Hyakushiki. Just guess. A guess from Neth. No. Believe it or not, not that much. Was the M grade Hyakushiki? That's the one that has like the gold metal parts, right? Like the gold plating. I'm assuming it does. It's a master grade. Yeah, okay. They wanted $99 for this thing. Isn't it like a $60 a kid or something? What? Let's find out. Let's find out. Yeah. Let's see. Amazon, $75. USA Gundam Store, $80. Hyakushiki version 2, $80. Hyakushiki Kai from Premium Bandai, $102. Oh. Well, I don't think... They were saying it wasn't the version Ka. The kids were like all saying version Ka. I saw it flash in front of my face. So, there used to be a store near me. There's a little mom and pop place, like two grandparents, right? And a model store. We'd walk in, go up a little ramp, go to the left, all the way to the left side of the store, and walk. And the first half of the entire thing, because they were aisles that went through the whole store. It's a tiny little space. And that whole half that aisle, like 50 feet, wasn't that small. The first 50 feet was Gunpla. This is the place where I saw the Dendrobium built. The Stamen, the GP03. The 144 scale one, high grade from years ago. That's like literally a meter long. Yeah. They had it built and was showing it off. And then they had the kit. It sat there on top of the shelf for a while. The kit was like, I think $200 back in the day. It was a lot. Now, this shop was great to get Gunpla from, or any model kit really, but Gunpla in specific, because it cost as much at that shop at the time to go to Hobby Link Japan, which is the only real way to get Gunpla at the time, early 2000s. Patience. Patience, puppy. It would cost you the same as buying it from Hobby Link Japan and shipping it. It was within like single dollars, right? So I'd go there on occasion. Most of the time, I wouldn't pick something up, but sometimes. Like when I picked up, let's see, what have I grabbed? I have the high grade Isle Strike Gundam Freedom Duel with its armor. And I have the Aegis, still wrapped up in its plastic. I'm realizing now I have one more Gunpla I could make. And I think one more yet after that. I don't know what it is, though. I actually have a pretty decent backlog. Okay. But this shop was great. Then they retired. They gave it to the kids. The kids ran it for a few months and said, eh. Sold it. The space, I should say. They didn't even keep the shop. They just sold the little building. You know what it is now and has been for like 20 years? A stupid little private gym. What? Really? Card game store I used to go to, great memories and stuff. Fucking Mountain Ike's Pizza now makes me so mad. All the way on like the edge of the county. So many good memories there. Frickin' Mountain Ike's Pizza now. Like, what? Goddamn. Very upsetting, right? Okay. I think I'm gonna get myself one more piece of pizza so I can tank up. Tank up. Freaking, what is this, an MMO? And get some Gunpla going. Looks like closest Gunpla store. The shopkeep was so sweet to me and my friends there. Yeah, these were a sweet old couple that ran this little store that had the Gunpla. They had like cases. They had an entire case dedicated to Gunpla that was always like painted and built. That's where I saw the Sasabi, the perfect grade Sasabi, and learned how big Sasabi is. It's like huge. Sasabi is Lorg and Lorge. blew my mind. Like, oh my god in heaven. But yeah, no, they were pretty cool. They also had like a bunch of like they also had like a big stock of reference books of various things, like military, like, you know, vehicles and, you know, hardware and everything. It was really cool. Really cool little shop. I get really good discounts on all my kits. Aww. Never today. Especially not in California. Hell no. Everyone's just trying to pay their bills. You'd never get that. Ever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I actually, someone I knew at the time who was getting kits from the store I've been mentioning said once that they gave him a discount. I'm like, where the fuck is my discount? I go there a lot. The 25% really hit different. When 25% feels like all the percent, right? Oh yeah. They're doing good. They're running their business right and treating their customers well. Oh yeah. Anyway, I should be right back. I need to do BRB text for chatting. I'll set that up right now. Text. Add source. Oh, it remembers. It remembers. Sources I've already created. Look at that. Excellent. Look at you frickin' go. Alright. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm not used to having to push that button on this screen. Alright. I will finish this piece of pizza, chat for a little bit, and then I will do the accessories for the RX-78. We'll do hand cam for a little bit. Shouldn't take that long, he said, knowing exactly what he was getting into, and that was a fucking lie. You know, you guys mentioned master grades. I have mentioned this while I was building the little RG RX-78. It's like building a master grade back in the day. It's like 8+ hours of work. It's a lot. It's quite a lot. And like I said, I'd rather just have cool robot kit, like a high grade. I think high grade's kind of my jam. I don't have just the attention span for it anymore, I think. That or I just haven't found a cool kit, I guess. I'm gonna build like this Isle Strike gun. I'm gonna be dying. I'm gonna get to like the backpack unit, the booster unit. I'm gonna be dying. I can feel it. I can already feel it. We're not there yet, so we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. With how Wing Zero works mechanic. Yeah. How is that kit, by the way? Yeah. By no means bad, just I don't make them like that anymore. That's kind of the one, that's like the 1.0 era. Oh. Oh. Yeah, the polycaps, right? Poor polycaps, oh no. So them legs, the hell you talking about? Wing Zero TV version has some of the fattest legs. Wow, it is like beginning of fat legs for mobile suits. Like, damn. Oh my god. But yeah, those big wing boosters on that thing are huge. Yeah. Fun fact: the 1/100 high grade of those are infamous for having bad knees out the box. In the sense of, so there's a polycap that goes into the lower leg, right? Has like this little axle, little nub sticking out of it. The holes in the legs, in each half of the leg, are too big. So they're completely loose out of the box. This is the one I mentioned before, that I took two little squares, I pop it apart, take these little squares of Scotch tape, put them over the holes, and go scrunch and just pop it back together. Fixed it forever. Well, not forever, as we've all found out. I haven't experienced it yet. I need to pull my old kits out and see if their polycaps survived. Probably not, from what I'm hearing. Rubber wingtips? Really? Huh. Yeah. It's the Wing Zero TV version 1/100 scale. When they made 1/100 scale high grades for Gundam Wing back in the day. He broke it. It was broken under the absolute Mary Sue-ness that was so powerful in that show. Kira took the lead role back. Admittedly, Shin is not a very good character. Oh my god. He's not a good character. I didn't like him. The second he went on his whole tirade and everything and thought he killed Kira, I was like, bro, I kind of don't like Kira in Destiny. He becomes a kind of a sanctimonious asshole. And by kinda, I mean very much so. And even Athrun calls him out at one point, calls him having a sanctimonious attitude, and he's not helping anything. It's great. But that was like the moment, I think, when I was starting to become a little aware in my anime tastes, finally, and I was like, this sucks. I don't like you. Oh, no. You know what the moment it was? When he thought he killed Athrun. That's when that finally happened. Right. I remember now. Yeah. When Shin gets the Destiny Gundam and things happen, and then he thinks they pull with his writing, they pull the Valve Rave card. We've gone too far. We can only keep going. There's no going back. card with Shin, and they do it like 3 or 4 more fucking times in the show, and he's just such a joke. He's such a joke. He's such a bad... And he's supposed to be the main protagonist! And in the end, it's Kira. Again. Again. Ugh. Oh my god. You need to do a watch through of Seed and Seed Destiny again. I've never seen Stargazer, the OVA. Never had access to it. I could probably have access to it now. It's just one of those... Someone I used to know said this about Seed and Seed Destiny. If you see Seed first, you think Destiny is not good. But then you watch and everything, and vice versa. My experience is you watch Seed, and then you watch Destiny, and you think Seed isn't great. And you watch Seed again, and then you're like, Destiny isn't great. They're both bad. They're both very weak. They're both very weak shows in general, in addition to being weak Gundam shows. And at this point, we have all the reasons are known behind, like, the direction and the people involved. It sucks. It sucks. You know, it's like, Kira seems like a Mary Sue. Because he is. My understanding is he's the director's self-insert. And the voice actress for Lacus, who is a singer, a popular singer, Rie... I forget her name. She's one of the Rie's voice actresses and singers, is his wife. That's why Lacus is like this unstoppable goddess. Which, by the way, terrible waste of a character as well. Oh my god, she had so much potential. She's basically supposed to be the, Lala of the show. The kind of wizened character. The sagey character, and they do her by the numbers at the end of the day, and it's not earned. It sucks. I could talk about Seed and its waste for a long time. I've seen Seed multiple times. Cool mechanical designs. Not so great. Otherwise. It has moments. Which it does. Even a bad show is likely to have a couple of moments where you go, yeah, okay, that was cool. That was neat. That's neat. Wasn't the best, but I'm gonna remember that. Shows are gonna have that. Even bad ones. When you see these slim legs. Yeah. Oh, that's a super nicely lined kit. Oh, that's a nicely lined kit. Here's our roster. Nier. Excellent. Gran, ease of use, all the stars. He's literally in the name. He is literally in the name. Going back to Shin for a moment and see Destiny. Shin, I think they pulled this character together at the last second. They went, man, we've really hedged this character into a corner. Let's just go all in on it. And they pulled it off. They pulled it off. Where it's like, you know, the climactic battle of the series, right? Everything's going bad and everything. Shin's got a girlfriend, Luna Maria, which I think she could do better, but, you know, maybe Shin will get better. It's implied he does. He has this big moment where he's fighting Atherin and everything because he's been gaslit into... Poor Shin's been gaslit into fucking hell and back. And he's gonna kill Athrun, and Luna Maria, whose mobile suit's trashed at this point, she's like, nope, it's stopped. The fight's over. There's no point in continuing. He stops for a moment, and he's like, nope, it's too late. It's too late. He goes from shocked face to angry face, like, it's too late. Runs right at Luna, go right through Luna Maria and everything. And Athrun goes seed mode, calls him a crazy bastard, and goes, boom, one-shots him, and he crashes into the moon. And Shin and Luna Maria are shown at the end. They're sitting there on the moon, and they're just crying together and everything. Like, this is what the war has this is what we become because of the war. And I'm like, you know, that's a Gundam moment. That's a Gundam moment. That's how they pulled it through. That's how they pulled it through with his character. That's how they did that. I'm like, okay. It's also been many years since I've watched it. On its face, just the raw details, fine. I don't remember. The execution's kind of vague in my head. But I remember that, thinking back, it's like, okay, that's competent. Fine. They gave Shin his Gundam moment. This poor kid was not ending up anywhere good. There's no way. There were, like, multiple points where he could have turned away from the darkness, and he just dug in deeper. His excuse? My sister got killed by the Freedom Gundam. Wah. That's his big grudge against Kira, by the way. Spoilers. It's literally the opening thing. He lived in Orb. He was a coordinator along with his sister, lived in Orb. And during the battle in Orb with the Freedom Gundam, a stray shot from Freedom... It's not actually... I don't think it's actually shown whether it's Freedom or one of the other Gundams controlled by the narcotic addictee people. The ones that were controlled by drugs, those pilots. I think he looks up after he finds his sister's arm. That's all that's left of his sister, like her forearm. And he sees the Freedom hovering there for a moment. He emotionally it clicks that it's Freedom's fault. That's what that is. And then just the main coordinator leader guy who's just grooming the crap out of him to be something horrible. So, yup. Watch Twitch getting a fuss about some of the words I used today. I have to wash my hands. They're all greasy. But I remember those days when, I just buy anime like candy. Boy, did I digest a lot in a handful of years. And I stopped for a long time. And I got into Crunchyroll. And what's the first anime I watched for the first time in like 10 years? Madoka Magica in one sitting. That explains a lot. And then I watched Attack on Titan Season 1 in like a few days. Yeah. Getting back into it kind of hard. And then I watched a bunch of stuff on Crunchyroll since then, but I'm kind of done with Crunchyroll at this point since they just suddenly charged me $80 for a year subscription. And when I emailed the customer service, I was like, hey, I didn't order this. I didn't do this. Reverse the charge immediately. Right? And they're like, oh, we saw that you did. Are you sure? Yes, get rid of it now. It's like, you idiots. I just told you I didn't want it. So now I'm done with Crunchyroll. I'm just like over it, which sucks. Because Crunchyroll... Okay, so without getting into the whole Crunchyroll and morals thing, it's anime Netflix. You kind of can't beat it for access for stuff. Except when stuff's exclusively on like High Dive or whatever, right? But I'm over it. I'm over it. They don't try to steal my money. Besides, when you're me, you measure $80 as like 2 fill-ups at the gas station. 2 weeks of gas in your car. Part of your car insurance payment. Um, let's see what else. A couple grocery trips. Yeah. Death question marks. This man's confused. Okay. We're just about to finish this piece of pizza, and then I get all the grease off my hands, and then I'm gonna Gunpla. And after that, who knows? Hmm. I'll be right back. Oh dear, did the music stop? Did my music run out? It did. Okay. What's going on? Oh, finding more things that are screwed up on my computer. Oh my god. Why? Why do I have to deal with this? Why? What's this? Oop, stop. I said stop. That does not say copyright free. Wow! Like, everything on my computer is breaking tonight. What is happening? What? I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay. Let me flip through stuff here. Okay, here we go. Here's an... Oh, it's this piece. Look at... It's this piece. Okay. Okay. I switch on my light so you guys can freaking see. All right, it's Gunpla time, kids. Do it. Bam. Yeah. Oh, there's a new... I spilled some Gamer Subs powder here, and it's so fine. It got in here. It's never coming out. It's... Nope. Why am I overly saturated now? Why is it... Is it resetting my camera settings every time? It is. No, I want... I think I settled on this. Yep, okay. I don't know why it's resetting every time. But that's annoying. Anyway. The Gunpla. Take care of your tools, kids. Alright. Now, we last left off when Twitch was doing its damnedest to destroy, since my first Gunpla stream was very successful. And hang on, I have to switch the stream category here. Hold up. Gotta switch this real quick. I think Opera has broken. Something's happening. Something's wrong. Even my browser's chugging. Looking at my own stream. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Here we go. Category switch to makers and crafting. Excellent. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's something going on with my computer tonight. That shouldn't have chugged looking at my own stream. That's weird. Okay. The last left off, I had managed, even though people probably were only seeing it for minutes at a time, I had finished, well, the Gundam itself, as I'm still overexposed. What is happening? I might send this camera back, I'm not gonna lie. That's way too much. Okay. Yeah. I think if I unplug the camera is what it is. Because when I'm done, I unplug it, and there's this whole arm right here you guys can't see. I just unplug it and I move it. I think that's what's happening. Anyway. One Gundam. One very, very poseable boy. And he really is super poseable. And it's a very, very nice build. The head's probably my favorite part, honestly. Yeah, I did fix the leg, excellent. Not the most stable, funnily enough. It's almost like giant robots wouldn't be a good war machine. No. He is not the flop. Where was I? Towards the end. So the beam rifle, the bazooka, and the shield. Because they couldn't give me the Gundam hammer or the beam javelin. They pretty much just kind of quietly decanonized those. Alright. What am I looking for? E1 and G. Here's G. Here's like a lot of the weapon part. And look at that. E1 right here. E1 beam rifle. I almost pulled this thing out just to snip it off. Still trying to kick that old habit. Okay. Turn the mic more towards me. Probably hear me slightly better. But you can probably hear how echoey my room actually is. Not the greatest environment for recording. Because I haven't covered it in, like, audio panels. This is way that's hidden. This is nice. G24 and G31. Spotted it just by its appearance. I recognize the song. I've heard it several times now. Oh, ooh, look at that. That's a, ooh, I need to be more careful. That's nasty looking. That's a bad snip. That's a really bad snip. That doesn't look very structurally sound. That's the little fin thing the Gundam uses as a foregrip. That's not the same size as... Yeah. Here we go. G28 and A13, a cheese part. Cheese part. the Gundam's big scope. There it is. Okay. One of these days I'm gonna lean forward for something and people are gonna be like, ah, here we go. Because I'm like... this far away from poking my head. It has to do with the camera angle, how the camera angle works. It's working to my benefit in that regard. On scope. I plump it on here. They can do the thing. Yep. Oh. These are extra little bits I can cut off. I was like, what are those? You know there's a Super Nintendo RPG for Mobile Suit Gundam? It's really good. It takes many hours to play. Back to the G tree. Yep, here's the body for the beam rifle, the big cover. That's a bad cut. These round parts require a little bit of... You're gonna have to like cut like and kind of go around a little bit. Look at this mechanical detail. Likely never to see that again. You probably pull this off. In fact, that's likely the point. I just don't remember the beam rifle having like these off-white parts ever. G29 energy cap. G32 telling me it goes a certain way. Okay. The beam rifle's barrel. Oh, actually, hang on. There's a subtle detail here. That's the proper orientation. There's like little slots and tiny little grooves. Little grooves here, little raised lines in here. I could barely see them. G29, where's G29? There's G29. So, I believe that if we want to get a little nerdy, they call them the E-caps. This is the ammunition for the beam rifle. And this was the revolutionary thing that let the Gundam have a beam weapon. A mobile suit portable beam weapon. And if you want some Gundam nerdery, the way this worked is it had a bunch of the particles that the beam rifle like would emit, right? That it would project inside, but like you needed to basically just kind of jumpstart them. So what would happen is the Gundam grabs it with its little hand, which has a power connection in it, and when you go push the trigger on those little slidey sticks of theirs, what would happen is the mobile suit's engine would send a blast of power to the weapon that would simultaneously put some of these particles through it, and that would basically jumpstart the particles. It would do the big pachoo sound that it makes, and it would put a hole in something. One more thing, E1. It's a little thing that an E119. There's actually a lot of Gundam physics that are explained passingly enough. It's very interesting stuff. There's a Gundam wiki that has stuff from like the translated tech books and stuff. It's really, really, really good. And that's a beam rifle. There it is. Alright, that went kind of quick. Bazooka next. Lots of E1 and G1. I need both of these. I recognize all these like bazooka parts almost immediately when I opened it up. Ooh, hiccups. Oh, that was not a clean cut. Uh-oh. That's gonna need some superior cleanup there. Oh, yeah. That's not good. So, a random thought floating through my head. I actually had a comment on the Metro stream VOD from yesterday, which isn't there or even on my YouTube dashboard, so they must have deleted it, but YouTube still gives me the alert for it. So if you say something and then you delete it, I know it existed. One of the things they said is, all of the bandits killing them doesn't give bad karma. How you get the good ending in Metro Exodus is completely different from the first two games where you collect karma points. It's different. You have to keep your whole train crew alive. Your other 3 Spartan friends, you have to keep them alive. Like, oh. Even though you can do things, there's a little flash and a little quishing, little like karma sound from the previous games. I'm like, well, so that's a fucking lie. So it's like, okay, so all this time I'm spending on worrying about killing bandits and such. It's just a waste of time. G part. Oh, I have to do something else first. G20. Nope, that's bad. This little guy. G22. Little hinged pegs in the handles are things you swing out, so the hand goes in the hand, and the hand goes like grabs it. It's so light it fell out of my hand that I don't know where it went. Uh-oh. I lost a part. There it is. That didn't take too long. And he still stands. Look at that. Stable enough. That's something that I say I was very pleased that they addressed in Seed in the beginning, where the coordinators have mobile suits down, right? Because they require an operating system that requires someone who has, like, kind of superhuman abilities. And Earth has made, well, these mobile suits and everything, but the software is clunky and rough. Which makes sense. It makes them really immobile and kind of and very awkward, right? Cripples them. And then Jesus Yamato just rewrites the operating system, and it's amazing. On the strike. So, yeah, that happens. But I appreciate the fact that it's acknowledged that, realistically, that is a problem that would happen. The handle moves a little bit. Oh! It hinges out and then does a thing. Ah, no way. It does. Okay. And then... guess the Hyper Bazooka's main body's done. Okay. Have to do the rear body now? Yep. G18. Here it is. Oh, is the magazine... Oh, this is the shoulder thing. It goes, like, right there on its shoulder. Helps locate it. 23, E1. This thing. This is E1. I think that's the shield handle. E1 4. Some good synthwave so far. Oh, by the way, yesterday's Metro stream, Twitch is like, copyrighted music. YouTube doesn't care. Doesn't care. So I don't know what you're on Twitch, but I call shenanigans. Ooh, it's a double there and there. Let's see why though. So there's a very nice airsoft store that I could have gone to. And I said, screw it, I'll just go. And I decided at the last second, I won't. I'll just save the money. Wait for a sale or something. And that was the better choice. Was indeed the better choice. Sometimes being a grown-up sucks. And this is not one of those cases thinking about going like, nah, it's smarter. I'll save the money for when the thing I want's on sale. Whatever that's gonna be. And that's the magazine. Getting there. G34. Oh, me not being careful again. Damn. This is an interesting sound. Okay, next page. Gonna say that. Oh no, that handle's for the bazooka. That handle is for the bazooka. G33. This thing. Okay. Oh, I didn't clean that. Oops. I forgot to clean that. I forgot. And that clamps the back part on so it can't come off. A lower grade kit might make all of this one piece with this little flap thing on top, and it can come off. But that's pretty secure. Oh wait, I missed a part. Huh. Well, that actually comes off rather easily. A little concerning. There we go. This piece. I thought was for the shield. Like, that's a little thin for the handle. A little small for the handle. There we go. One hyper bazooka. Shield. Now we must do the shield. Oh, that's what that stuff's for. Get this part back out. Where's G? Oh, G's right here. Duh. G8. Recognize that part? It's right here. Like, that's a part I'm gonna need later. Now for the shield, the main shield part. Oh, I'm skipping so much. C5. Yep. And this part. E1. Oh, here we go, this part. Man, if only my little no grade 144 wing Gundam. Had at least this for the shield, the white part, as a separate piece. That'd be nice. Gee, I wonder if the RG has that. Bet it does. Mechanical detail inside completely unnecessary. Bandai, stop flexing. All these giant peg holes that are just like, yeah, they're there. Deal with it. A7. Ah, the star. The cross that goes on the shield. Keep forgetting. Oh, you can't see that. You can't see X, and you can't see Y. Almost a shield. Part that sticks in the arm? I think it is. Shield. Now I gotta do the hands. A little core fighter here. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna build that. Here are my hand. Here are the hands. Yeah, this is Bandai just flexing completely. Had it right off the runner. Oh, you've seen it before. You've seen it before. Now it looks like a hand. Oh, I need that. Got stuff in there, I'm not done yet. These are hands. The backs of the hands are side. They're side dependent. They're sided. Oh, interesting. How are they that, though? Interesting to see how, like, my organization changes, like, stream to stream. Thought I was bleeding on my thumb. It's a red piece of plastic. Hand. Peg. So the Gundam holds its stuff. I can get the peg in the frickin' hole. Come on. Actually has to hold it like this instead of like this. Okay. That's interesting. Looking at pictures right now. But actually how it holds things, that's thumb. Looks like it. Looks like it. Come on, Gundam, you need to trick your finger in there. There we go. Yeah, beam rifle. Excellent. Alright. Other hand now. Done with that. Let's do the other hand here. So way back when, were these little kits like high grades? all the hands were, the fists were on the polycap tree. But the hands had two little halves, like split down like this, you put together, and that had all your fingers and stuff on it. This is all molded together. Hand. Click. Yeah, I should do this first. Hand first. Oh, look, I forgot to clean apart. Tiny little bit. Okay, and then this. There he is, in all of his little accessorized glory. Stick a pin in him, he's done. Look at that. So this also comes with a special part that goes in this slot that also holds the bazooka for the action base. Bandai Prachideru. Bandai Prachideru. Interesting. Action base 2. Then I can't read the rest. So that tree is done. That tree is done. Might as well cut these out, they're the beam saber blades. Really? Assess game, you say, do tell. Within Twitch TOS, please. Sure. Why not? Isn't that just the thing, right? You're like, oh, I know that artist. Oh. Hold up. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the core fighter. I'm so done. I think I've heard of that, actually. A Stranger. Yeah. That's familiar to me. All the other parts are for stuff like the action base. Oh no, bro. The rest of the instructions are core fighter. I don't care. Someone will be like, you didn't finish the kit. I don't care. Did I miss anything? Oh my god, there's markings for the frick. Wow, look at this. Look at all these decals. I mean, the core fighter's cool. Just not gonna do it. Like, look at that. Look at it. Look at all those decals. No. No. Just. That's that. Only a few poke marks. One of these days I'll take this thing back out of the box and I'll pose it. Interesting thing to note, you can store like a beam saber and the beam rifle in the shield. I'm assuming just for accuracy for some of the shots that you see sometimes that were a little inconsistent. In terms of like, what, where, how. Excellent. Okay. Time to clean up. I could have Sharpied for the bags where things went back to. Probably would have made my life a little easier. You gotta put things back in the right bags, otherwise you take up twice the space in the box. Oh no, he fell over. He's dead. The Gundam is dead. He is dead. So, what do I think of this kit? Besides too many frickin' decals. I appreciate it for the people who want to be like, this is a cool bunch of detail. I hope you got sealer. I hope you love spraying the crap out of the thing when you're done. And spraying and spraying. 3 bags left and a bunch of screws. Okay, so this is a big fat one. So that's this. Yeah, these went in here. These 2 went in here. Oh, I filled one of the bags. Oh well. It's your bag? Maybe not. You're going in it. Just mad 80 synth energy. I love this. This is a good one. Definitely the wrong bag for this. But I don't care. I don't have to pull it out for any reason. It's gonna come out pretty easy. All these decals I didn't put on Bandai. Nope, not doing it. Not putting the middle bird of Bandai. The great little kit here. Hasn't aged great, but it's a good kit mechanically. And the mold, the sculpt, the build, it's a good kit. I'm not putting that much effort into it. Someone else will, and they'll enjoy it. That's what's important. That is what's important. So, I'm going to be back really quick. I'm going to get a bag. And I'm back. Bandage. I'll do it right now. Yeah. All these decals on from you, Buffy. Get your ass over here. If you can dare come to California. Did I layer this right to put this guy in here? Close the box and be able to even stack it. I have to pose it a little bit. You know what I can't do? I can't put the shield on the back. I can't do that. There we go. Now he's looking down the gun. You know, I need to go through my throne again. Because I don't think I want that Master Grade Gundam. I got this thing. This is a nice kit. Okay. Hey Nath, I found some flop. Okay, that's a little floppy. See, I found it. There it is. There it is. I found it. I found it. This is like the one place he's floppy that I found. The rest he's pretty solid. So far. You do a little butt jiggle. Turn his torso a little bit for some posing. There we go. Yeah. I wanted to really get silly with it. I could break the thruster off. Those only really go up and down. Okay. These don't really pose at all. That sucks. This is an easy to pose kit. This is a really easy to pose kit. And my camera is still overexposed. There we go. Now I can bring it close without it being washed out. There we go. There it is. This is a nice kit. I was going to say my thoughts earlier. I got distracted. Mechanically, it's cool. It's very, very posable. In terms of the build, it's Bandai's usual thing that they like to do when they provide internal mechanics. Like in the shield, there's a part that's these little pink pieces, but it's got internal stuff you'll never see again. Ever. And it's Bandai just putting it there for the obsessive detail people. Because as much as Bandai is very odd at not capitalizing on its properties, it'll do that. This little guy is really cool. I like the foil sticker for the eyes. That's cool. I mean, the joints are... I only had one hiccup with the kit, and that was me breaking this part, but that's my fault. I glued it on. Mechanically, it's still fine. It still does the thing. It's a good kit. It's got a good molding. It's got a good sculpt. It's got a good build, and mechanically, it is impressive. It is impressive. This is the first of the real grades, the real grade number 1, and time has shown that this joint system is not good. It suffered the same issues in the end of polycaps, the old polycap style of kits. Because its skeleton is a giant set of polycaps. Just with fancy molding tech they used to flex. This whole kit was just Bandai coming out and flexing, basically. Saying this is our new line. It's going to be super cool. And it's super cool. It is, but I'm going to pull this guy out of the box in like 5 years. And you might be... This might not be the only floppy thing about him. So, my tracking camera's right there. The joints, because the way they're molded, like to snap back into place. They go, right? And that's handy if you want to like return return it to like, you know, some basic posing, right? This is a neat kit. It took me too long to get to it. Was it worth building? I would say, yeah. Yes, yeah. It has taught me that I dread building RGs. I dread building RGs. This is so many hours of work, and the OCD in me says, you know, all these stickers, all this stuff. I'm wasting stuff. I don't care to build the core fighter. That kind of bugs me as like oh, I didn't finish the kit in a way, but I did. The part that I care about. You know, this is cool. It's like building your own action figure. I think I prefer the... I've known for a while. I prefer the scale. The 1/100 scale, it's like this big. It's cool, but that's kind of like a posable statue thing. This is kind of like an action figure, and it's really neat. This guy's... Yeah, his joints are pretty good, I would say. Yeah, no, it's... The only flop is... That hip, that waist joint, that's it. Everything else appears to be, you know, on the up and up. So... Yeah. Well... That is RX-78 Gundam, and my really crappy review in the end of it. I don't know what to say other than what you all have seen is it's a nice kit. I absolutely appreciate it, you know, for it being, you know, it's the very first Gundam and everything. Again, this is a solid kit that, build-wise, it's great. Why people are telling others to run away and never touch it, it's just the joints aging, as far as I can tell. It's solid. It's good quality plastic. Like, when I broke this part, I was holding it wrong, and I really, at the last second, because I was trying, and it popped. It snapped. This plastic is very tough. This is really good. It's good, it's tough, like pretty much all Bandai kits. Some are known for being a little fragile. But this, the only problem I'm seeing is if the old polycaps rotted or got old or split under, you know, cracked under age, this will do that too. That's the only thing that sucks. That's it. I built this out of curiosity. And, you know, I would say that curiosity is sated for the time being. I don't know if I want to do the Isle Strike Gundam, to be honest. I just don't know if I want to put up with it. I don't. It just looks like it's going to be a huge pain. I was messing with mine and it turned into a parts grenade. Oh, damn. I'll take the IL strike. No, I paid money for that. I can get his thumb around it. Look at that. I can do that. How interesting. If someone would give me that IL strike, I'd think about it, but I paid money for that. Mine. Now it looks like he's actually holding it. Excellent. And in the boy goes. In the Gundam boy goes. Bye, buddy. Bye. You were... I don't know if you were fun to build, but you were interesting. Bye. Honestly, this thing, compared to my experience, the high grade's an old... No. High grade, compared to a high grade, and even some master grades, these move quite a bit. This moves quite a bit. Newer master grades, like I said, this is like a miniaturized master grade. They made this, and they made the MG 2.0, this is my understanding, that were like this, but at 1/100 scale. And then, like, this is like a mini perfect grade almost, just less simpler. Like, in terms of articulation, this is what, like, perfect grades used to be in articulation. Then these came out. Then master grades caught up. And now perfect grades had to, like, one-up everything, because now what's the point in buying something that's... The box is, like, the size of, like, my desk mat. So, that's done. I don't know what I'm going to do with the second VOD. I think I'm just going to let it rot away. It's such a mess. Besides, I should show it off all here anyway, so, yeah. So, when will I do the Isle Strike Gundam? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I felt like I was gonna go Jonathan Franks with a... No. Absolutely not. No. No way. Lie. Total fabrication. Incorrect. Nope. Not this time. Absolutely not. No. Dude, you got fooled. Not real. Total fabrication. Clean up my desk here. Give me a moment. Remove the arm from my desk so I can have room to do other things. Alright. So, one thing I would like to ask you guys is, I have a 4K screen. Right? So anything... 1080p stuff looks a little fuzzy, right? I don't have a super fancy OLED from Samsung that upscales it to 4K with, like, no issues at all, right? Does that camera look good? Does that camera look all right? It's kind of an expensive camera. I hope it looks all right. Okay, cool. I just don't like the fixed focus, and I think the problem. Well, I'm just saying is I can't tell if it looks good. It's hard for me to tell if it looks good. It's difficult. My problem is the illumination. The illumination washes it out like just boom. It looks so bad. And me trying to set my exposure properly is a huge pain. Getting the exposure set up correctly is difficult. And part of that is my lighting setup. It's a cheap little arm with a ring light and a mount in the middle of the ring light for like a camera. So if I can get like those stream lights that are like $100 and something, it's just a big square LED panel with a diffuser on it, so you don't get the hot spottiness of the ring light I do. Fine, but I gotta start somewhere, right? You know what I mean? I mean, if I hit frickin' affiliate and get that sweet affiliate money, you know, because, you know, that's going to be a landslide, right? Okay, now stay humble. Just don't be derogatory. Just be humble. Anyway. Yeah. Just gotta... one thing at a time. Steps. I can always get a camera later, I think. There's another version of that camera that Elgato doesn't make anymore or something, or it's very hard to find. They don't make a lot of it. Okay, there's genuinely something wrong with my computer now. I can tell. Something is wrong. I'm gonna reboot really quick. It's doing some little subtle screwy things with how I'm operating it. I don't like it. So I am going to go, and I'm gonna come back and take a little break, and I'm gonna come back. And hey, puppy. How do you feel about getting your butt whooped by a button masher that actually knows how to use inputs? Okay, folks, give me 10 minutes. I'll come back. And hopefully whatever's going on will be fixed with a simple reboot. There was an update today. Maybe just got a little screwy. Hopefully it's not permanent. We'll see. I'll be back, folks.